Welcome back to the Early Bird Show. I'm your host, Eric, here with my guy, Juice and G's. What's going on, fellas? Chilling. Feeling good?
How you doing?
Good. The Knicks versus the Heat, that's coming up. We're going to talk about that a little bit later.
You see the colors.
Yeah. I see what I got going on. If you're rocking with us, subscribe and like the channel. Press that button.
Click.
A few things to know. Javante Davis beat Ryan Garcia by knockout in the 7th round. I, on the other hand, am no match for Pollen. Jalen Hurts got paid. He said, money is nice, championships are better. But money is nice. Ask Lamar Jackson. The NFL draft was on Thursday. NFL teams could have been fined or forfeited a pick for inappropriate combine questions. Inappropriate questions like boxes of briefs or would you share your internet history with us? Sure. In exchange for Jerry Jones history. Same time. Speaking of sketchy, somebody get Dylan Brooks a mirror. He said the media is making me a villain. The fans are making me a villain. He more delusional than Franklin Saint. It's like, okay, Dylan, maybe the media, but you can't blame Teddy for this. But let's we didn't get a chance to recap over the fight, but
Let's get into it.
First question, what y'all thought about the fight? Y'all was telling me that it was gonna be a knockout and it wasn't like.
We got what we wanted. Shout out to Chief. 7th round Chief.
7th round Chief.
He predicted it. Cheechadamas.
That's
Cheechadamas. That's the best I could come up with. But it was what I expected, a knockout. Tank is on a whole nother level. He like 2 levels above Ryan Garcia, but it was entertaining. That's it.
I mean, I think it showed the difference in their fighting styles. Tank is more groomed to be an actual fighter compared to Ryan. He's like still making his way through the ranks of learning how to be a boxer. The type of knockout it was, I don't think we all expected that. But if you get a close up of that shot, it's like that liver shot is crazy. So
yeah, when he hit him, he kind of like stumbled back like this, and I was like, oh yeah, this is done.
Delayed
Delayed
reaction.
And I'm wondering if that's all part of the mind game that Tank was playing with him, because Tank kept telling him, I'm gonna break your jaw, and then he comes out and put him down with a body shot. So the whole time Garcia probably just thinking about protecting his face, not thinking about that body, because that's how Garcia usually put guys down.
Yeah.
Same thing, make you laugh, make you cry. Remember that, G.
Sure. Yeah. Take those colors away. Nah, but I do like how Tank kind of kept his distance and kept Ryan Garcia's left hand, because we know that's his strong suit. Kept his left hand out of the mix, just by distance and making sure he tagged that left hand, so he couldn't really use it.
Yeah, it was. I'll be honest with y'all. That was like, it was hyped up, but at the end of the day, it was like, that was it.
That's it.
That was it, because that whole fight, what Tank lost the first round. After that, he knocked him down the second round, and then he won every round after that, and then he knocked him out in the 7th round. It was like, oh,
masterclass.
It was like a masterclass of like, I told you, and this is what I did, and now they cool and all that, and all, that's what's up, but.
I mean, he let him keep his Spurs.
They couldn't. You can't bet your whole person. Then you just win the ring to get beat up.
That's Instagram fiastics.
So they sold the fight well, and it was a good fight. It was quick and to the point, and no more rematches. No rematches.
You the one that wanted to see that.
Yeah, I wanted the rematch. You always want a rematch because they don't.
It's not worth it.
Boxers don't box often as you want them to box, man. Speaking of that, it's like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. How long we waiting for that fight?
At least 3 years now.
Yeah. Is that fight gonna happen? Are we waiting? It's waiting for that fight.
I got hope it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I got hope.
Okay.
Because they was talking cash. They was talking cash when they if y'all ever seen it.
We've seen it.
Yeah, they was talking cash. Like, let's make it happen.
But see, that one is gonna be at least 3 of those fights. You know that off the rip. Because both of them. I'm sure both of them has a rematch clause. So those fights, you're going to get at least 2.
Yeah.
So Ryan Garcia wasn't on Tank's level. He wasn't on the A side. You could say that both Crawford and Spence are both A sides. So you're going to see at least 2 of those fights.
Yeah,
so.
Well, out of all the fights, is that, what fight do you want to see? Is that the fight you want to see?
That's number 1 on my list. That's number 1. Number 2 is probably, I want to see Fury and, was it Usyk?
Yeah.
We got to see that. Those are the 2 heavyweights, and they're in the top 10 pound for pound. They're both in the top 10 pound for pound. So I think it's inevitable. We have to see that.
Usyk was the number 1 pound for pound fighter, right?
He was.
I think now it's so many
on that list, right?
Yeah. On the ESPN list, it was Crawford.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb here I would love to see Javante Davis, and I believe they're in the same fighting class, if I'm not mistaken. Javante Davis and Newark's own Shakur Stevenson. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson get on that big stage and fight one of these big names. I mean, if he hasn't made it there yet, then of course Devin Haney versus Javante Davis. But I want to see them. I want to see them go at it.
That's what has that. Tank got to fight one of those two guys for him to be considered the best pound for pound. That's what they trying to say about Tank. He hasn't fought one of the top guys yet. So he ain't ducking no smoke. So
I don't think so.
I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'd like to see it.
If I had my pick of it, I would want to see and I know this is out the way. But I want to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. It's personal. I want to.
Not your boys.
Yeah.
Not your boys.
She been talking about Anthony Joshua. I was like, all right, and, Deontay Wilder. I wanted to see Deontay Wilder handle what he got to handle. Second round, probably. First
To
round.
this day.
Yeah. So I need that.
She fight back. She.
I want that, and I need that. I would love to see that fight happen,
Facts.
just to get it out the way, and then we could kind of see what happens after that. But now we're gonna see it. It is a couple fights coming up. May 6th we got Canelo fighting John Ryder. May 20th we got Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and August 5th we got Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz.
I'd have been good without you mentioning that.
Hey, you gotta mention the Jake Paul, man.
I'd have been good without you mentioning that.
Look, he fighting Nate Diaz, and he lost his last fight, so now we gotta see if he gonna come back in.
He probably gonna get in Nate Diaz. He probably gonna tear him up a little bit.
And Le'Veon Bell won his fight.
Did you watch it?
Did I watch it?
Did
I
you
caught
watch
some
it?
highlights.
Look, you caught some highlights.
I caught some highlights.
You caught it on Twitter.
I caught some highlights, but I ain't get to watch it.
You kept talking about it like you was gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
I wanted
X ain't
to
give it
get,
to him.
I wanted to get into it, but I got the highlights though. That's all right. See, you ready for the stats?
Yes, sir. Today we're talking about NBA. Miami Heat's own Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets is what they call him. But not in the Garden. In the last 16 games in the Garden, Jimmy Butler averages 14.4 points. In that amount of games, he's only scored 20 plus 4 times. This season, he averages 11 points, scoring 10 in one game and 12 in another. You do what you do with that.
Damn, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler averaging. I don't know. What is he
that
averaging
stat, G.
in the last 2 games? Like over 30?
36.
Over 30?
36, like
36?
59% from the field.
Yeah, and he hitting his threes now.
That's y'all as a team, though. They went from the worst three-point shooting team in the league to the
top.
best. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yo, it's crazy.
Playoff season.
Watching Jimmy Butler talk smack to Drew Holiday, I'm like, that, Drew?
He was like, "In your face."
He said, I own you.
That's everybody loved Drew Holiday, and I was like, that Jimmy Butler just out here disrespecting Drew Holiday like that. Like, all right, like that's cool. Dogging him.
I love it, though.
I love it.
Yeah, dogging
I
him.
love it.
All right, roll that rolls to the question I had. Side note, we predicted the first round matchups. We're gonna talk about the second round matchups. Well, the first round before we get ahead of ourselves.
I
Matchups.
did horrible. Don't ask me.
Nah, well, you had the Grizzlies. I mean, not the Grizzlies. You had the Timberwolves giving some business to the Denver Nuggets, which that was a what?
Hey, in my defense, I said a sprinkle. I didn't say
Somebody asked me, they was like, yo, y'all be drinking before y'all go up there? Like, what's up with your man? It's like, what's up with G's?
I said a sprinkle.
So look, all right, Miami beat Milwaukee. It's crazy. New York beat Cleveland. Philly beat the Brooklyn Nets. Boston beat Atlanta. Denver beat the Minnesota Nuggets. Phoenix beat the Clippers. Lakers beat the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Kings play the Warriors today. So, that was the first round. What's the most surprising thing about that round, you Juice?
I think it's the obvious one, the 8th seed upsetting the 1 seed, the Milwaukee Bucks. Not only did they upset them shorthandedly because they didn't have Tyler Hero and they didn't have Victor Oladipo. And Jimmy Butler put on 2 masterclasses. I couldn't. So, I'm giving the Heat. You got to give it credit where it's due. I think that's the most surprising.
I would shake your hand, but I ain't feeling them colors.
You ain't got to shake my hand.
I ain't feeling them colors.
I guess no love on this
What's
side.
what's the biggest surprise?
For me, I'll be honest. My biggest surprise was the Atlanta Hawks sticking around with the Celtics. I expected them to kind of, get in and get out. Maybe 4-1. I didn't expect them to win that game in Boston. Trae Young hit that game-winning shot. DeJounte Murray. I didn't expect that. So for me, that was my biggest surprise. I think everything else pretty much lined out exactly how we expected it to, except for the Timberwolves getting smacked by the Nuggets. I mean, I kind of thought they would put a fight up, but everything else pretty much lined up how I thought it would. But the Hawks definitely surprised me winning Game 5 in Boston. So.
Yeah, that was a big game.
Yeah.
You know, Trey good for that. Trey gonna give you everything he got. Yeah, he gonna give you everything he got. He gonna take that shot.
I'll go on a limb here. I do think Quinn Snyder was a great coaching pick for them.
Yeah.
Coaching, yeah.
Yeah, John, I don't like to blame John Collins, but it's like whenever I look at the stat sheet, I be like,
He might have to
what
go.
you doing out there,
He might have
bro?
to go. He might have to go.
Cause Clint playing. Clint gonna grab 20
Yeah.
rebounds when he need to, but looking on that stat sheet, I be like, John
what you out there
Collins,
doing,
what are
John?
we out here doing,
What
bro?
you doing? You out there dancing.
You not surprised about your Clippers and Suns series? Nothing about that?
Well, nah, you know, once Kawhi got out, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. But that was a competitive series, and that's why this next series against the Nuggets, I'm kind of like looking at them going, is there a chance that the Suns don't compete against the Nuggets at all? Because it's like,
I got a question for you. I see the colors you got on.
yeah,
Who would you want the Lakers to face, the Nuggets or the Suns?
the Nuggets or the Suns?
Yeah.
That's like a step over.
Yeah, I know.
Whoever, man. LeBron ain't ducking no smoke. He is the bear. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Good answer.
Okay.
And as far as the Warriors Kings series, I think either one of those is going to have to go 7 games. Whoever Lakers had to play, 7 games. Because Mike Brown is a really good coach.
He's doing a great
Really
job.
good coach. So I think regardless of the case, you're gonna have to. He gonna game plan, and you're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, but second round predictions. What you got? What's your boldest? Not even boldest. What's your predictions about the second round?
Second round, I got the Knicks beating the Heat 6, 5 if we lucky. I got the Celtics beating Philly. They, like Joel Embiid said, what rivalry? They always beat us.
Yeah, man. He injured right now.
Yeah. And regardless of what you say, I got the Suns beating the Nuggets. For some reason, I just don't trust the Nuggets. I don't trust Michael Porter Jr. I don't trust Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray's going to do him, and Jokic is going to do him, but I'm rolling with KD and D-Book over. You saw what D-Book just did.
No, but yo, it's like they're playing 40 minutes.
Hey, man, it's the playoffs.
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 This
Got to
is
do
what
it.
we rested
Yeah.
up all regular season for.
Yeah. And as far as the Lakers and whoever their opponent is going to be, I'm not sure. I'm not high on the Lakers because their AD is one slip and fall away, and that changes everything for them. And Bron is looking 38. I hate to say it. I know what he's been doing, the 2020 game, but you see it. Like, you see it.
See flashes.
You wait for him to take over that game, you're just like, damn, that's not the Bron. That's not the one we used to. But
He ain't about to do all of that.
yeah.
That's why his role players are so important. You know? So it's like, everybody play well, we could win.
Yeah.
Facts.
I pretty much, I'm in that same boat with you, Juice, but my questionableness about, you know, the Lakers versus whoever, it's not about LeBron, it's not about AD, it's about their lack of trying to finish games on the road. As you've seen, you know, they lost 2 games in Memphis, you know, versus the Grizzlies. On the road, it was just like, yo, y'all didn't want to play.
They ain't trying.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying. Like, what's going on here? So for me, that's where my, you know, I'm a little skeptical. I'm gonna get this out the way early. The Heat gonna beat the Knicks. I don't care who in this room.
How many games, G? Switch.
Might go Game 7. Keep it spicy.
Game 7?
Y'all going to beat us at the Garden in a Game 7.
I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm pretty much in the same boat with you. I do like the Suns over the Nuggets. You hit it on the head. Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon kind of gotta. They have to have They gotta have spectacular games every night for them to kind of compete with the Suns. And the Suns are, you know, hitting that stride with Devin Booker scoring 40 on the closeout game. KD really ain't take over a game yet. Chris Paul, you know, leading that offense. I ain't gonna talk too much about DeAndre Ayton. He don't really.
Gotta take it day by day with him.
Day by day.
That's what I'm saying.
Who else we got? Celtics and 76ers. I mean, that's tough. I don't really want to call that yet. That's a game you just gotta watch game by game for sure.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
If I had my boldest prediction, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like the Heat.
My man.
Heat in 6.
Can I get some?
It's all good.
Can I get some, please?
Not like the Heat in 6. It's something about what they doing right now.
Yeah.
Without Randall, I'm kind of like nervous.
Who said Randall's out?
Who said Randall's out?
Who said Randall was?
If Randall plays,
that's the question.
y'all win.
Long say
If Randall play, y'all win. If Randall don't play, I'm a little bit nervous.
Hey, I'll take my handshake back.
It's okay. See, now I should do what you did. I'm gonna shake your hand. All right, man. Stick around, don't scroll around. We'll be right back.
Yep.
What's going on in the NFL? Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets. Crazy move. Baltimore.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. It was gonna happen. They were just semantics.
Figuring out the language.
Figuring out the numbers.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson got paid.
Finally.
And they got him 2 wide receivers, which is crazy because we've been talking for the last couple of years about him not having any wide receivers, and now he got Zay Flowers in the draft and Odell Beckham. So via free agency, you know.
Real quick, can we take it back to last episode when you asked us they got Odell.
They got Odell.
Yeah.
Contenders.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah. Well, that's the question, really. I look at this now. I look at the landscape, and I think of the question like, all right, the Kansas City Chiefs have been dominant and have been the team to beat. So it's like now that we got like a more of a like clear view of the NFL and the AFC in particular, like, are there any threats to the Kansas City Chiefs?
Cincinnati Bengals. That's
Bengals?
it.
LA
Yeah.
Chargers.
Anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
let's start right here. What's the biggest threat to the Chiefs, Juice?
I'm gonna say the Bengals because Burrow and Mahomes got history. Like I feel like that's the one team that knows how to beat them, and they coming in hungry because they just beat them last year. So Burrow wants some get back. Those other guys, they unproven. When's the last time Odell Beckham been healthy for a full season? When's the last time he played a game? Zay Flowers, you don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
And Lamar's my guy. I'm happy he got paid, but you don't even know if he's gonna be available all season with the way that he plays, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still looking at it like it's Chiefs, Bengals, everyone else.
Right.
I don't really.
Y'all gonna put some respect on my LA Chargers, man. I'm not understanding what's going on here.
Are we though?
Yeah.
Like,
Are we though?
My LA Chargers, man. Last year was a kerfuffle.
Oh yeah?
yeah, like nobody think about y'all.
It's a kerfuffle. But we coming in hot this year.
Oh, so I'm gonna ask a question again, so you could think about your answer
Yeah.
and you can answer it.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest
LA
threat
Chargers.
to the?
You like how I press the button before you finish the question? Ding. LA Chargers.
LA Chargers. Are
Yeah,
the
man.
biggest
I'm
threats?
not gonna get up here and say the Patriots. That's definitely what.
But be realistic.
Right?
Give your unbiased opinion.
Because Austin Eckler might not be there.
I'm fine with that.
Are you?
I'm not.
I'm about to say, like, yo, you talking
It hurts.
crazy.
It hurts. It hurts. But you know, if I'm realistic,
Look how sad you look.
That's the reality set.
Sad
That's
you
the
look.
reality
Like,
set.
yo.
let me think this through. If I'm realistic, if it's not us, then you got to go with the Bengals or the Bills.
Okay.
Realistically,
All right.
and honestly, I'll give some respect to the Jets too. I'll give some respect to them because they signed Aaron Rodgers. Plus they got a lot of pieces around him. Now, do I think that they going make it there to where they farther than us?
Forgot to mention the Dolphins too.
The
though.
Dolphins. I was just thinking
Can't
about
leave
them
out.
with the
Can't.
2-hour thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it
Yeah,
is.
we gotta see
I
how that
want
plays
I
out.
want to see them because
That's the only question.
they
mark.
got so many good players. And it's like, you got Tyreek, you got Waddle, they got Robbie Anderson who run fast as well. It's like you got a whole bunch of
Jalen
people.
Ramsey.
We got
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey. So it's like they got a really good team. That's
On
why
paper.
I'm not really high on the Jets.
Facts.
Because they're the Jets. No disrespect, but I'm just talking with history here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Of course.
They got Aaron Rodgers, but it's like that's cool. But the wide receivers on that team, I'm not really Alan Lazard, and that's really all I think about. I don't know about Brees Hall
Garrett Wilson.
and
Right?
rookie, but rookie year. I gotta see it.
Second year.
Now second, I gotta you want to see all that stuff. So I'm not high on them yet. I
Yeah.
still like the Bills if we got to go in that division.
Of course.
But I don't know. When I look at the landscape, the Chiefs. I want to say the Bills, but Cincinnati, Burrow. They got a Peyton Brady thing going on right now. They going back and forth.
You meant LA, right?
No, for sure. I definitely didn't mean LA. If anything, I think the Rams might be better this year than they were last year. The real LA team.
Wow.
Y'all like the Clippers or the NFL.
I said wow.
I
said wow.
Well
So,
said.
So that's how I look at it. I'm just like, the Chiefs aren't really They really, really, really great. But if I gotta get somebody that's gonna go against them, it'd be Burrow. That's a team. And even if they don't have Joe Mixon, then find out what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But they straight. They got all the pieces they need. And they got Joe Burrow. So
That's good enough.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta at least have your unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
He can't help it, man.
Yeah.
He can't help it.
I had to get that off my chest first.
Oh, all right. Oh, the LA Chargers. He said the LA Chargers? The
Come on,
LA
man.
Chargers? Not
LA
Jay
Chargers.
Herbo.
I ain't coming
Hot take. You ready for a hot take?
I take.
The Denver Broncos gonna have a better record than the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, gee.
Yes.
The disrespect is
Yes.
astronomical.
Yeah.
The disrespect
Yes.
is
Archive
unreal.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
it's there.
Please put that in the archive.
It's there. Oh man.
Because when Russell Wilson out there doing nothing again, I can't wait. Ooh, baby, I've been waiting.
Oh man. All right, man. Let's get to the EB picks.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to the EB pick. I'll
Pop it
pop
off,
this
E.
off.
Let's do it.
Sacramento Kings money line.
Pow, pow,
Yeah.
pow, pow.
Look, man. I like to watch Steph Curry play basketball, but I don't think the next game is gonna be the last game we're gonna watch him this year, man. Yo, like he got De'Aaron Fox got a fractured finger on his shooting hand, and he was the leading scorer of the last game. Yo, that team is just
Too much.
Mike Brown, just the whole unit, the bench. Malik Monk came in.
Monk.
Jordan Poole looks terrible out there. So when I look at all of that, I go, you know what? It's in Sacramento, and the Warriors had the worst road record.
Suck on the road. They suck.
Give me Sacramento Kings money line.
Yeah.
I don't know how this game gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna be as far as like how much they gonna win by, but I know they're gonna win.
Keep it simple.
So
like that.
yeah, that's what I'm going with. What you going with,
All
Juice?
right. I'm gonna go with the New York Knicks money line. My shirt never lied. I think the Knicks are the 4-point favorite. We at home, and game one is a crucial game, so we're not gonna come out and play with these boys. New York Knicks money line. Go New York, go New York, go.
I like that mantra.
I hate this man's shirt, and I hate Chief's outfit also. But I actually won't stay in that game. I'm gonna actually go back to the Sacramento Kings and the Warriors. I'm gonna go with one of the safest bets, and it's been one of the safest bets. I'm gonna go with De'Aaron Fox for 25 points. He's the clutchest player in the NBA this season. Game 7, there's no scenarios that I could think of that he's not going to take a bunch of shots throughout the game, and if not throughout the game, then in the fourth quarter when it really matters. Whether they're down, whether they're up, shooting free throws, shooting shots to kind of, outside of him dishing the ball, shooting shots that's going to help the team, try to win that game. So for me, De'Aaron Fox, he just had 26, Friday? So I love them. I love them to get that win today. I love it. At this point, I would love to see a game where they go back and forth, but De'Aaron Fox, he got to go crazy. He got to go crazy.
Yeah, look, man. If I'm surprised, I'm surprised, but I just think the Kings got this one. So we'll find out. Those are the champs, so we can't be surprised. But yeah, that's it, man. That's all we got for today.
Sound like some good picks, fellas.
Yeah, because the Knicks gonna beat the Heat. That's
Hey,
crazy that you
yo.
said that, yo.
Call a hotline. I'm in
Orange and blue skies, baby.
I'm in here getting jumped. Call a hotline.
Sound like some good picks. You said the team was going. Yo. Hey, man, thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out and subscribe. Like the button and comment.
Click,
Peace.
click, click.
Check. Yeah. Check.